Hey guys, what's up? It's Penny. This probably took me about fucking 10 minutes to start because I've never done this before. This is kind of weird. I'm just doing this off script, like one take, one shot. Kind of a different video. I'm installing a door here, doing a developer commentary over this, I guess you can say. You can see there I'm preparing the bottom of the door for the install. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I guess I saw it was like 5 months since I posted my last video. And usually they're just gaming stuff with friends, but I've been pretty busy for the last year working out of town in construction. Not that I haven't been doing construction for the last 4 years, but the last year it's been out of town, so I haven't had time to really do anything besides work and then sleep and then work on my own house. And the few times I do game aren't really, noteworthy or too exciting. Not that, my gameplay is that exciting to begin with. I'm not like a professional gamer. I play fucking Minecraft and Team Fortress. But I thought this would be kind of cool regardless. You don't see many people doing like a door install on YouTube unless you like search for it, I guess. Then you probably get something. But this is pretty cool regardless, I think. If you want to, see me build other things, like I got a rowboat I want to build, but I haven't started for no reason other than being lazy. I bought some like epoxy glues for it, but they haven't showed up. I think I got scammed on that. So I'm gonna have to reorder those. But that's the only thing really stopping me from starting is my own hesitation. So if you want to see something like that, you can feel free to tell me, I guess. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing game stuff and maybe I'll post something weird like this. I mean, I've had the occasional weird live video with friends, but I've always been told to unlist it or make it private because they don't feel comfortable, which is totally understandable. I tell them ahead of time before doing anything like that. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. I'm prepping the door. I'm almost done there. I got the peel and stick down. Then I'll have to put a bit of metal, some caulking, and yeah, I don't know. I've always kind of wanted to try something like this, but the fear of being made fun of or not, you know, up to snuff with YouTube standards now because, there's lots of professionals out there at this point, and I'm just some kind of scrub who wants to do something for fun and maybe like provide a bit of entertainment to my friends or whomever. Wow, I'm only 3 minutes in and there's 12 minutes left. That's crazy. Fuck. How do people do this? I don't know. Anyway, you can see I'm kind of tacking to the side. I should use nails. I couldn't find any, so I'm just using screws. Fuck it. Whatever. And after that's done, I can caulk the bottom so the door doesn't move around. Um, how's your day going, I guess? Good? I'm doing fine personally. It's my last day before I go back to work. I'll be gone for a while again. You can see I got the door there. I gotta prep it first. I gotta take off all the garbage that comes along with it, all the plastics and woods. Maybe, hmm, maybe I should have drawn something up to talk about. I don't know. I had, see, this is the problem in my head. I can come up with a perfect script and what I want to say to people in my head. Like on paper, it sounds great. And then when it comes to actually doing it, I just bail half the time. I don't actually do anything about it. I don't know if that's just a me thing. Like, I'm 25 now, this year. I already feel pretty old compared to some of the people I work with. So I feel like I should have my shit together, but I don't. But talking to people is hard, so I just try to tend to avoid it, I guess. Just like how I could have done this commentary during the installation process, but I can't do two things at the same time. I can only chew bubblegum, I can't talk. So that's why I'm dubbing over it now. I forgot the little latch plate that holds the door to the frame, so that's why the door's stuck. But yeah, I prefer much just to work in solemn or, you know, capture stuff in the moment. Doing something like this, like a live dub commentary, is kind of weird talking to myself. Only because I haven't done it before. They say it gets easier, but I don't know if I'll do this again. You'd have to tell me if this is working or not. I'll fucking hear this from Andrew. I'm sure Andrew's gonna Andrew's gonna fucking love this if I actually go through with it. Holy. Dry fitting the door there just to see that it actually works. I know I talked about like caulking 3 times. I'm ahead of myself here. I have to actually make sure the door fits. The day before I did this, I had to like cut open the opening, make it like a bit bigger because that header there should be a 2x4, but it's a 2x6 because back in the day doors were about 4 inches shorter than they are now. And that's why it's so low to the ground, touching the concrete. Otherwise, I would have to lift it up the ground, change a 2x4, but all that, nuh-uh. This house is built in '61. I'm not, I'm not changing stuff like that. It's gonna fall down if I change too much. If you want to see other kind of renos, though, I'm open to ideas and suggestions. I got lots of work to do on my house here, so the little odd job maybe I can record, like when I redo the tiling in my bathroom, lots of shower tiles to do and floor tiles. Picking up the shims there to put behind the hinges. Always put your shims behind hinges. It's a strong point. It's where your door twists and turns on. So I'll usually just pre-measure out where the shims go based on the height on the door frame. Pre-nail them and then level them off of that. Just the easiest way I found. Bang, bang, bang. And don't look at the mess on the ground. I'm a very messy worker. Even at the start of this video, like, I'm not wearing my pouch. I just choose to like grab 1 or 2 things out of it and then leave it where I used it, and just eventually my pouch becomes all over the floor. I have to pick it all back up, put on my pouch like a normal person. That's a Portuguese pouch, by the way. Usually people got like those big fucking leather belts or whatever you want to call them. I can't remember because I don't use them. They're too heavy. You can put, if you have more pockets, that's a bad thing in my head, because that just means more storage. You can carry around more stuff. It's like I can pass you something, you'll just carry it for me because you got more pouches. You're a pack mule. See my pouch? I got like 5 pockets. I can't carry that much stuff, so I gotta like put what actually matters in there. And I'm not gonna weigh myself down. One day I'll probably need like some soldier straps or something like, I don't know what those things are, but for my, go around your elbows. But I like the belt for now. The belt's fine. You can see I'm leveling the door there, trying to make a plumb. The opening was kind of weird. On the other side of the door, the walls were racked, going one way and another way, so in the end, trying to fit it in was pretty difficult. I had to kind of cheat it a few ways, but it worked out real good. There, you see, now I'm doing the caulk. What this past Benny doesn't know, though, is that the caulk has a bunch of crud inside of it built up because it's polyurethane, and he's going to be too lazy to actually clean it out because it's at the end of the tube. Yeah, 1, 2 pumps, nothing. Yeah, right there. Right there. There's not a lot of opening around the door too, if you noticed. Above the frame, I got the drainage for the tub upstairs, so that's blocking the door almost. And then on the left and the right side, there's those concrete walls. I can't remember what they're called. I'm a carpenter, trust me. I went through the whole schooling. But I don't have much room for trim around the door or making it look nice, so. But I kind of like that in a way. The more limited you are, the more creative you got to get. On the outside, there's like an inch of stucco, so I probably would have been better off with a 2x6 door than a 4. But I went with a 4 because it was a 50-50 chance what was going to work, and I was too embarrassed to bring it back. And the 4 is going to work anyway. My brick mold will just butt up to the stucco rather than go on top. There you go, the door's going in this time. I'm not going to take it out because now there's caulking on the bottom, and it would be a pain in the ass to clean off the concrete if I put the door back down. And boom, look at that. Just going to leave it like that. We don't got to skirt or do nothing. Nobody's going to break in. Sorry, I'm getting distracted just watching this. I'm not actually like doing anything. I'm just sitting here watching. Putting the screws through the hinges because that's how it supports your door. Screw through the hinge, through the cedar shim I put up, and then that's what's gonna hold most of the door. The other side's just screwed just to hold it there. But you gotta put big screws through the latch plate so that nobody can like try to bash your door in. That's what's gonna actually keep it secure. Not the security system I put in. But they both do the same thing, yeah. Security, that is, not holding the door. The security system doesn't hold the door. It'll just alert police. Look at that reach too. I'm working out, yeah? Working out. Real hard. Lots of running, yeah. He's doing good. Burn too. It's been very hot, so hence the attire. Although I got some pretty big socks on there. I don't know why I chose those. Most often I'm barefoot, but I don't like being barefoot with those shoes. Door looks good. Gonna do the swing test. We just gotta plumb the other side up. No? I'm looking for something. I can't remember. I shot this 2 days ago. And this, I think, took me an hour to put in, just under. But I have drastically cut down the time. Yeah. Those shims there at the top corner will just hold the door so it doesn't move around on me when I open and close it to test. And it's not closing because it's hitting the middle. It's got a bow in the middle where the latch is on the side has to get screwed in there. But I'll get to it eventually. I swear I had more things to say though in my head. I just can't remember. I guess there was I went for a hike this same week. It was like 2 hours long. It was only meant to be an hour, but I took a detour that was unexpected, and I don't know, it was pretty cool. If you want to see me do hiking, I'm totally down for that. You know, GoPro on the head or whatever. I thought that'd be kind of a cool video with my dog. He just kind of follows me around. It's like a video game dog, except he has a bad recall. He just kind of, you know, when you whistle for him or call out, he'll come within 15 feet of you, say hi, and then run off again. But I'm pretty safe with him because he's a big scaredy cat. he doesn't like other dogs. He's intimidated by everyone. Oh, piece of drywall I just put up, by the way, that's just for a spacer, just so I know that the door is inside the house enough. You want the door to at least be sticking out ½ inch past the framing for the drywall to line up nicely, and then your trim goes on top of all that. Real nice seal. It's just that the outside is probably inset, I think, 1.5 inches because that's stucco. Stucco being 1 inch and then ½ inch extra just because the door's short in the jamb frame width. That's just me plumbing it up. It's not entirely plumb because technically you should have the door plumb up and down, but most walls in older houses aren't anymore. Over time they shift and move, so you kind of got to do whatever the wall's doing, and that's okay going that way. You don't want to rack the door left and right because then it don't have a nice 1/8 gap all the way around, but that way it's fine going in and out. You know, you're just doing whatever the wall is doing. But in my case, where either wall on either side is going like 1/8 one way and 1/8 the other, creating like a 1/4 inch difference, I kind of got to skewer and do whatever, you know, is best. I can't make it perfect. So there's a few times that they do door in and out, but that's what doors are. Everybody hates doors. Ask any carpenter, he hates a door. They might say like, yeah, no, it's fine, it's cool. They lie. It takes like, fuck. Sometimes it could take 20-30 minutes. Sometimes an hour, hour and a half. It just depends on the opening and how new the house is and what the framing was like. Doors are finicky. Lots of finicky work. You could throw a door up in 2 seconds, sure, anybody can. But to make it seal nice and close, not have any bouncing, oh, thanks. Thanks for the thumbs up. I just topping the tab down because there's a bigger gap on the right side than the left. You gotta have a consistent gap. Those jams are just held in with pins, nothing more. The screws going in the top now to hold that there permanently. Doing the middle screw. That's what's gonna keep our security in check. And so I can actually close the door this time. But like I was saying, doors are a lot of open, close, minor adjustments. Even the way you put the shims in, because their shims are tapered from like ½ inch to 1/8. You can see I'm only doing one shim because I only have ½ inch to 1/4 on either side. The left side stud is plumb vertically, but the right side is not because the wall is not plumb, and if I were to plumb the right side, then I'd only have about 1/8 gap either side, which is not good. And I don't have any shims to begin with. I forgot to buy any, so I'm just scrounging for what I ever have on hand. You want to use cedar because it won't swell. You don't want to use other stuff. Yep, open, close, open, close. Feels very good. Just checking to see if the latch lines up. It's always important. You don't want to put in a door and the latch doesn't line up and then it won't shut properly or even lock. It looks like I got it though. Last screw going in. But I guess that pretty much wraps it up for this door. It turned out good, I'd say. We got a nice spray foam sealer. I like seeing me open and close. It looks funny. No? Yeah, door's done. It wasn't that bad. They're usually 40 minutes. That's what it looks like done. Nice knob, nice spray foam seal. If you want to see anything else kind of like this though, just let me know. Either commenting or just by views. I usually judge by views because of my channel size. But I thought I'd make this kind of interesting video. Nevertheless, I'll see you later.